In a lot of ways, growing up on a farm is great. I loved playing in the fields and raising animals and sharing farm life with my family. But despite having all this open space and friends and fun, I found myself still not feeling fully free, and the older I got, the more I found myself fighting for control. When I turned 16, I began to notice something strange. I'd been this sporty, active girl, but I began to find that I couldn't even walk from one classroom to another without feeling shattered. I should have been out having fun, but instead it was a struggle to even get out of bed. After months of tests, I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome. And the freedom and happiness and control I wanted was pulling further away from me. When I was 19, I moved hundreds of miles away to study at Rosebruford in Sidcup. Leaving my farm and family to go to university felt like a chance to finally find freedom and have control over how I lived my life. So I experimented with everything. Anything that could make me experience happiness, even if it was only for a couple of minutes, I would do it. I was doing all the things that are meant to give you happiness, but it never fully satisfied. In my third year of university, my housemates were going to a Christmas carols event at New Community Church. I didn't think it would be anything significant or special, but I hoped it might get me in the Christmas spirit. I remember walking down to the church and warning my friends about how these events go. I said, "Look, they're gonna give us free stuff to win us over, and then they'll try and convert us." And I think it's fair to say I had my guard up a fair bit. But as soon as a girl called Catherine got up to lead the service, I was shocked by how happy she was. Why was she so happy? It's hard to fake happiness. You can tell when someone is genuinely happy, and what she had felt real. It's hard to put into words, but as the service continued, I just knew what was being said from the front was truth. I was so certain Jesus was real, but I needed confirmation from someone else, so I knew I wasn't insane. After the service, me and my friends were outside smoking, and Catherine walked up to us. I found myself pulling her to one side and asking if we could go for a chat. It was like I was finally on solid ground, and I remember through tears saying to her, "Jesus is real, isn't he? He's really real." That night, Catherine encouraged me to pray to God for the first time. And I did. I asked God to come into my life, and I truly experienced this as He took away all the baggage I had been carrying for years. What was meant to be just some carol service on a random December evening ended up becoming the most significant time of my life. As I started to commit my life to getting to know Jesus, I felt this undercurrent of security and joy forming. Looking back now, I find it so incredible that I would have done anything to find lasting joy in those years. It's strange because our society says that I should feel restricted and confined by the Bible and the teachings of Jesus, but that couldn't be more wrong. Knowing Jesus means I don't need to fight for control over my life. He's got me. His love is enough to give us the freedom and joy that we are all searching for.